पानी नहीं गिर रहा यार। अच्छा, चलो. Hey guys, welcome back everybody. So in the last video, what we have seen that we have configured the OSPF multi-area configuration, right, on the iOS XR router. Today we're going to talk about how we can do the verification on the iOS XR router for the OSPF protocol. So if you remember that this was the topology, right? So area 100 was there, area 20, and the area 200. And as per this topology, we have router number 2 is my ABR router, router 3 is my ABR, and the router 6 is also my ABR router. So simple definition of the ABR is what? A router that provides the connectivity between the two different area. At least one interface of that router must belongs to the area 0, or we can call it the backbone area. So if you have a look on the router number 1, let's first check the connectivity between router 1 to router number 8 that I have a look back. Okay, let me do one thing. I'll write the loop back 8.8.8.8. 20 and let's go. So I'm going to send the packet rate from router 1 to the loop back 8.8.8. So if you see ping 8.8.8, source will be 110. So I'm sending the traffic from R1 to R8 and it's working good. So our data plane is working good right now. Now let's verify the whatever the LSAs we have and how many neighbors we have on the router number 1. So on router number 1, I'll check my data. First of all, OSPF neighborship. So OSPF neighbor command, right? And you can see that router 1 is forming the 2 neighborship. One neighborship is forming with the router 2 and another neighborship with the router 3 as well. And both the routers are treating like a DR right now, right? At the same time, if I want to look for the my own configuration, so OSPF interface brief, you can see that my 3 interface has been enabled in the OSPF protocol. And these 2 interface are treated like a network type as a broadcast, because by default, when you're going to configure the OSPF protocol on the Ethernet interface, they will take a role as a broadcast network. And this is my loopback interface, we have it. At the same time, you can also verify the OSPF database table. So in this OSPF database table, what happened? You will have a 3 LSA, type 1, type 2, and type 3. The type 1 is called as a router LSA, which is generated by the every router. So if you have a 10 routers in your area, then you will have a 10 router LSA. If you have a 20 routers in your area, you will have a 20 router LSA. The type 2 LSA, that's generated by the DR, right? And the type 3 LSA simply is generated by the ABR router. So that's going to contain the inter-area information. So if you see in this area right now, area number 100, in the area number 100, if you see that I have a 3 routers, router 1, router number 2, and router number 3. So you will have a 3 type 3 LSA. So let's focus on the type 3, then we'll come to the type 2 and the type, sorry, let's focus on the type 1, then type 2, and then type 3. So if I talk about in this particular area, we'll have a 3 type 1 LSA. So you can see that this is my area number 100 right now. And in this area number 100, we have a link ID is 101.1. That's for the router number 1. The link ID is 2.2.2. That's for the router number 2. And the link ID is 3.3. That's for the R3. Now, the same way, what we can do that, I'll log into the router number 2. On router number 2, what I can do that, I'll check the how many LSA will have. So for the area number 0, right, for the area number 0, what happened? You will have a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 router LSA. For the area number 100, it will have again 3 router LSA. So for the area number 100, what happened? You will have a 3 router LSA. And for the area number 0, you will have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 router LSA. So you can go log into this router. The username is log and Cisco one is password. So it's for database. You can see that for the area number 0 right now, I have a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One is generated by the R2, another is generated by the R3, another is 4, 5, and 6. Same way if you go down, right? And if you look for the area number 100, for the area number 100, what happened? You will have a 3 router LSA. Remember one thing. Router LSA is generated by the router. For every area, they will generate the individual router LSA. So understand this logic. So this is my router number 1. This router 1 has a connectivity with this interface is the area 0. and this interface we have a area number 1. So in that case, what happened? This router is gonna generate the one router, let's say for the area 0, and another router, let's say for the area number 1, and both are separated. Now you can also verify on the router number 6. Okay, before I'm gonna move to the router 6, I wanna show you that this router is my AVR. Now we can look for this guy and put the command show OSPF, right? And you can see that this router is behave like a AVR router. Why it's behaving AVR? Because one interface is belongs to the area 0. So if you put the command show OSPF interface brief, we can see that my one interface is belongs to the area number 0. This interface gig 0y1, and the gig 0y0 is area number 100 right now. So eventually what happened, this guy will become the AVR. Same way, if you can check on the R3, the XR3, on the XR3 as well, you can see that. So OSPF interface brief, and you can see that this interface is belong to the area 0, and this interface is belong to the area number 100. So eventually this guy will also become the AVR. Same database will be present because within the area, what happened, you will have an identical database. Now you can look for the R6 as well. On the router 6, if you want to verify it, law is username and Cisco one is password. What you can see that, so OSPF neighbor, first of all, you can see that I have 3 neighbors. One, I'm forming the neighbors with the R4, R5, and R7. All good. Now I can verify the source by database. So in that case, what happened? You will have a 5 router, let's say, for the area 0, and 3 router, let's say, for the area number 200. All good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for area number 200, if you see, we have a 3 routers. All good. Now, same way, what we can do that, we can verify the network LSA as well. So in this particular domain right now, I have a, because for every network, you will have a 1 DR. So this network will have a 1 DR. This network will have a 1 DR. This network will have a 1 DR, and this network will have a 1 DR. So for the area number 0, right, you will have a, for area number 0, you will have a 4 type 2 LSA. If I talk about the area number 100, right, for the area number 100, you will have a 2 network. So you will have a 2 type 2 LSA. And if I talk about the area number 200 right now, right, in that case, how many? You will have a 2 network. So 2 network means 2 DR. So you will have a 1 DR over here, 1 DR over here. So you will have a 2 type 2 LSA. So what we can do that, for the area number 0, we can go to the XR number 1, because this is the core router of the area number 100. And I can show OSPF database. I can see that I have a 2 network LSA. One is generated by the 12.2, which is my DR. Another is generated by the 13.3, which is my DR right now. So type 2 is generated by the DR router. R2 is generating it, and R3 is generating it. Same way, you can go on the any of the core router. Let's go on the router 4 right now. And you can verify the source per database. And you can see that for the area number 0, I will have a 4 type 2 LSA. So one is generated by the R4. That's good. One is generated by the R5. One is generated by the R6 and R6, right? So in that case, what happened? Both is my DR, right? So one is generated by the 24.4 is my DR IP address, which is the R4 IP address. 35.5, which is the IP address of this guy, this interface. And the 46 and 56, both this interface is behaving like a DR right now. That's good. Same way, you can also verify for the R9. On the router number 9, R8, sorry, not the 9. On the R8, what you can see that the Cisco one, source per database. You can see that right now I have a 2 type 2 LSA. One is generated by the R7, another is generated by the R8. So that's done for the type 2 and type 1. Now let's move to the type 3. The type 3, as we know that it's generated by the AVR only, right? So the type 3 only comes in the picture when you have a inter-area communication. And that type 3 route is called the OYA route. So you can log into the router number 1 and let's verify it. So OSPF database, and you can see that we have a summary LSA. How many summary LSA you will have it? So the first of all, summary LSA, or we can call the type 3 LSA. Is going to contain the information about the network ID, which is generated by the AVR router, right? So in that case, if you see whatever the network ID, you can see the 24.0, 35.0, 46, 56, 67, 78. At the same time, this loopback is also treated as an individual summary LSA. So if you go and check on the router number 1, you will have all the network ID right now. So you can see that 8.8.8, another 8.8.8. Why this 2 is coming? Because of the, I have a 2 AVR right now. Same thing, 24.0, 24.0, right? 35.0, 46.0 coming from both the side, 56.0 coming from both the side, 2 and 3, because both are routed by AVR. So both I will generate the type 3 LSA. And the 67 and 67 and the 78 and 78. So if you see, I have a 1 network ID, 2 network ID, 3 network ID, 4, 5, 6, and the loopback 7. So total you will have a 14 because we have a 2 AVR. So 7 into 2 is equal to 14 summary LSA will be there. So you can count it as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the 14 LSA3 is present on the XR number 1. Right? Same way you can identify the summary LSA on the router 8 as well. You can go to the router number 8, and on the router number 8, you can identify the summary LSA, because in this case, what happened, I have a single AVR. So you will have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So only 7 LSA3 will be present on the R8 right now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 generated by the AVR router, because that's my border router we have. You can also put the command source, but let me check that this is available on the XR or not. Yeah, we have it. So you can use this command source for border router, and you can verify it who is my AVR router. So any of the router can check it to identify where is my AVR is sitting. So I'm sitting on the router number 8, and I can see that my AVR is a 6.6.6.6. And how do I get to the 6.6.6? By reaching to the 78.7, my next hop IP address. And how do I reach to the 78.7? By using my this interface. So this is all about the database information. If you want to verify the routing table, so route, you can see that these are my OIA route. So inter-area route is considered as a OIA route. You can also verify the detailing information for this guys. So now 111. And you can see that this route is coming via the OSPF number 1. The distance is it is a 110. That's a default one. And the metric is 6 right now. That's a cost. And the type is a inter-area route. So route, we have a intra-area route, same area, and inter-area route. It's a different areas. So that's all for the verification command. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next video.